so hopefully people can find me. Hi, everybody. I know people aren't here yet. I screwed up my live stream. When I set it up, I accidentally put it under, I wasn't paying attention because ADD girl, and I accidentally listed it under mobile, and I could not figure out how to undo that setting, and it made me, I had to redo it. So I know there were some people that wanted to come, and they're probably at the other stream. So I put a message in the chat there that I had to go here. So I apologize. Yeah, so hopefully some people will come. I told a bunch of people about it. So yeah, it is really cold where I am right now. It is, it's like 10 degrees outside. It's very cold. We're supposed to get a snowstorm starting tomorrow at like 2 in the morning. So we'll see how that goes. My kiddos have they have a Cub Scout event this weekend that they're excited about. I think they're nervous about too. Light my candle. Ugh. So, all right. So while I wait for people to come, and if no one comes, I'll just do some readings in general. Trying to think of what to ask. Well, I originally did some readings for my kiddos about their event this weekend, and the outcome looked really well. But remember, I don't know if you saw my video, but I talk about how like that's like a snapshot in motion, and they made some choices yesterday that I don't know how it's going to impact them. So I'm really curious to see. Hi, Brianna. Hi. Thanks for coming. I could look at that. Yeah, I can look and see like what it's gonna, let's look and see if there's for me, like right now, I'm more worried about the cold than the snow on like so let me see. Let's see what we're gonna get. Are you off today? Are you at work? Just asking. I'm excited. I'm going on a double date with Bree next week. We're very excited. I'm glad it wasn't tomorrow. That would have made me sad. Better not snow on our double date. That'd make me a sad panda. Okay, let's look and see what our weather's going to be like. Let's see what we're going to get. I actually do think I think people are really scared about it. Yeah, it was really cold. It's super chilly out. And I used to be like really cool with like the winter because I'm from like Chicago and I lived in like the Boston area for like 11 years. But I don't know if it's because I started losing some weight because I do the those shots, and if it's because of that. Because ever since I started doing that, I feel like I'm colder more. Actually, at first I thought maybe it was going to be more cold than snow, but people are really worried about this. I think like people are stressed out about this. I don't know if it's people that have to go to work or like people that have to be like on the front lines, but there's a lot of people that are really nervous about this storm for sure. I keep hearing 4. I wonder if that means 4 inches. I don't think 4 feet. I don't think. Has Kansas ever gotten that much snow? 4 feet of snow? But I keep hearing 4. I wonder if it's going to be more icy. No, because it's really cold out though. No, now I'm like using my logical brain. I'm trying to like second guess things. Let me look. I'm going to look at my other deck too. This is telling me to trust myself. I keep hearing 4, and I'm going to trust that. And I keep trying to second guess it. So this is the High Priestess. Enough for sledding. That would be nice if you like just enough for sledding, but not enough where people are like getting hurt. I have a feeling that I feel like about 4 inches, right? Is that a lot? I don't even know. Isn't that sad? Is that like, yeah, 4 inches would be like, I don't even know. It's sad. I don't do math stuff, but I'm trying to trust that because I keep getting the number 4. And if you can tell, it's hard to see, but there's 4 dots above her head. There's like one that's like muted, but then there's like the 4 symbols, like 2 here, 2 here. And I see numbers a lot. Like when I look at cards, I get like number things. So I feel like we're going to get about like 4 inches. I'd be shocked if it were 4 feet, but it is going to snow. I just don't know if it's going to be as bad. I know, like, here, it's really bad with the ice, too. We get, like, a lot of ice here, which is really what the problem is, like, the ice, and then people are slipping and sliding everywhere, and they don't really plow well here, too, which sucks, like, I feel like there's, like, one snow plow in the whole city. We get plowed when it's garbage day. That's when they plow here. They'll go like, "Oh, this neighborhood has garbage day, so we're gonna plow before the garbage people come." So, when you're stuck in Kansas, just know, or at least in Lawrence, just know you're stuck until garbage day. There was one time where we were like, it was last year, that one that happened last year that was really bad where they didn't plow forever and school was closed like 3 days in a row. We had to wait till garbage day for them to plow. Luckily, our garbage day it's like Tuesday morning at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I don't have a sled. Isn't that sad? I've never bought the boys' sleds. I know, it's bad. Now they're gonna all be sold out. I should have bought it when I saw it. They're gonna be so mad. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do one more and see, because I'm getting 4. I'm getting people are really, really worried, especially people that have to go out, like that they don't get to stay home, which is tough, you know. Let's see. Like the essential people that have to go to work. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as everyone thinks it is. Oh, yeah, I could do that. I do have lots of plastic lids. My mom used to use, when they were at school, they used to use, like, their lunch trays. They would use, like, their school lunch trays and go sledding down the big hill at her high school. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as we think it is. I think it's gonna be about 4 inches, but people are really stressed out. So this is why I'm thinking that. So I got the 10 of Earth, and the 10 of Earth is a really good card. It's a good card of, like, joy, contentment, just, it's usually doesn't apply to, like, weather situations. It's more like financial, but if you're trying to take that and apply it to this, it's just, it's like a really good card about happiness. It's like happiness and joy. So I feel like you're right. Like it's gonna be enough where, we are gonna get some snow and it's gonna be enough where maybe families can actually, but I don't think the weather's gonna be terrible. And I think families are gonna get to go out and enjoy it. That's the message I'm getting. Because this is all about enjoying your family and having fun and that kind of thing. But I'm still getting 4. That came in really strong. I get numbers a lot, which is pretty cool. Sometimes it's hard. I just did a video on that. Like, it's hard to decipher timing in readings. Like, because I'll get a number, like, someone asks like if they're gonna meet somebody, and I'm like, well, I'm getting like the number 7. That could be July. It could be 7 months. It could be 7 weeks. Sometimes it's really hard to determine, but I get numbers really strong, which is cool. Sometimes it's just a hard time trying to figure out like what that means in terms of timing. But I'm hoping we have our derby tomorrow. The boys are really excited about it. Do you have any other questions you want to ask? Any other questions? So the boys have their derby tomorrow. And I was talking in a video about how like, you can do things that change things. Like, you get like a reading and then something happens and like people have like their own, free will. And I looked at the snapshot of like how I was planning to help the boys with their cars, just help them with their weight placement and stuff. And then yesterday they had room for more weights, guys. They had room. They had a weight like where we could put more weights on it. I had the weights with us. All I had to do was stick them on. And both of them were like, no, we're good. I'm like, and the other guy, like one of the troop guys is like, the closer you are to 5, the better, right? Like the more you have on like towards the back of that axle, the faster you're gonna go, right? And they're like, yeah, we're good. I'm like, so y'all, I was like, dude, so that's just a really good example of how like you can change it. Like I did readings, I got the wish card for both of them. So I was like, sweet, they're gonna do really well. I'm excited for them. And then they had to go and change it because mama, I'm sorry, sometimes mama just knows best. And I had those little stick-on weights. I even got like the smaller ones, so you could kind of lay or you can like use more or less, like not like a bigger one where it would like push you over. I was on top of it, right? It's too late. It's too late. We had to turn them in yesterday. They have this is hardcore. Our group is hardcore. We had to bring them. We had to like sign, like register, get a number, give the car a name. Then they had to go to like a weigh station where they weigh it, and then they had to go. They take pictures of it, and like someone takes them out home overnight and brings them on Saturday morning so that nobody can tamper with them. It is hardcore, like this derby, and there was people there. Like there's some impressive cars. Very impressive cars. I do think we're gonna have fun at least, because I got this as a jumper. I was just asking how they were gonna do. They're gonna have fun at least, which is good, because Henry keeps talking about how if he doesn't do well, he's gonna be really mad. I'm like, buddy, just have fun. Just have fun. And it's awesome. So we have this award called the Golden Turtle for the slowest car to cross the finish line. And there's a bunch of kids that are purposely trying to get that. Like this one kid's like, yeah, I put like tungsten putty in my tires, like all this stuff to try to make their car go the slowest. I thought that was hilarious. I was like, I love that for you, buddy. I love it. So it's like, it's cutthroat, even in the slow category. It's cutthroat. Oh, that's funny. Cub Scouts is a lot of work, guys. They give us homework. We have to like watch videos and like talk about stuff with them. It's a lot of work. Brady, if you thought martial arts is a lot of work, man, Joe and I are like, martial arts, at least we can just go sit there. We can't sit there at Cub Scouts. We have to like help and stuff. It's a lot of work. It's good. They love it, but it's a lot of work. And our group does a lot. We're in one that does a lot of activities. We do something every week. And so they're still gonna do okay. I don't know if they're gonna place. I don't know if they're gonna place. Like I got the 9 of Cups before, and I don't know. I think they kind of altered their fate with that because they could have had some more weights. They had like there were only 4.1 their cars. They had room to put like at least 2 more weights on those cars, and they chose not to do that. So that's on them. But they're still going to have fun. It's going to be a lot of joy and excitement. And this is the beginning of yeah, martial arts is chill. It's just we're there a lot. But yeah, we can just kind of sit there, which is really nice. Did I tell you? Oh yeah, I did tell you that Henry got accepted into the Premier program. So now he wants the new weapons. Oh, now I had to buy him a new gi. I didn't have to. They're like, you don't have to buy him it. And I'm like, yeah, I do, because he's not going to leave me alone until I get in that new gi. So I got him his new gi, and then he gets to use like those. They look like the things like the Archangel, not Archangel. Why did I just say Archangel? Because I was thinking Raphael. It looks like the things from Ninja Turtles that Raphael has, like the little knifey thingies, but they're rubber. They're rubber, but they get to have those, and they get to have like a big old rubber katana, like Michonne in Walking Dead, but they're all rubber, but they learn how to like maneuver them and stuff. So, but he's like, I want the new weapons. I'm like, we're going to wait, because right now we don't need them. We'll wait till you need them, but he's very excited. So he really likes it. And he's been working really hard. I'm really proud of him. But I think this is going to be the beginning of a lot of growth for them. So what I'm thinking is maybe they don't do as well as they hoped, but they're very mature about it, which would be great, instead of having like a big meltdown. I feel like there's like the beginning of growth and maybe learning that mama knows best. No, sorry, so mean. But even Joe was like, dude, she has the weights right there. Like it's seriously, stick it on. Done and done. So, but a plastic one. I have a rubber one that I have to use in martial arts that I learned how to like take it away from somebody. I'm not that great at it. I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to have to be tested on it yet. But I know how to like you like put your arm, you're like, and then you like slide your arm back so that it like goes back, and then you want to like grab and like twist it, and you could like break their finger if they have it on the chair. So when we practice, we put our hand, we like kind of cup it. So that's what we learned in our like black belt training. I've learned some cool stuff in there, but I'm kind of a slacker. I didn't go yesterday. I should have went. My back hurt though. I've been having some back pain because I used to go get dry needled in between massages and stuff for my body pain, and she closed her practice, and I'm like sad because I need that. So I'm trying a new place next week, a chiropractor. Ooh, I can look at that. Unless you have any more questions, Bree, I can answer more questions. I'm gonna go look at this new it's a chiropractor place where they also do dry needling, and she's like, "We do a lot of different kinds of things." So I'm gonna check them out. It came highly recommended by the lady that I really liked that closed her practice, and my pain specialist both really like this place. So I'm optimistic. My upper back's been really hurting me lately. So I didn't go to martial arts. I was like stretching, and it just felt so good stretching. I was laying on these like they're not tennis balls, but they're in between. They're not a lacrosse ball, but not a tennis ball, but they're like a ball. I got them from Target, like where they're kind of a hard foam. And I was laying on those yesterday, and that just felt so good. I didn't want to move. So, and then I've been using the like red light. I got a red light thing that my massage lady recommended. So, oh, I didn't even know what I was asking. What was I asking? I forgot what I was going to ask. They're awesome. I can text you a picture of I got it from Target. They're like, they're in like they're I think they're called like the In Motion brand, and they're in that aisle with like the equipment. And I can text you a picture of them. I really like them because they're a little bit firmer than a tennis ball, and they have like ridges on them, but they also like they're not as hard as like the lacrosse ball. So it's like I felt they feel nice. They feel really nice. And I put them in a sock and I tie the sock so they're like together, and then I just kind of put it on my back and just like laid on it, and then was trying to breathe through the pain. So I started doing like a red light thing that my massage therapist recommended, and that's really nice too. I feel like that's helping. So I'm trying different things. And I'm on a new medicine that's supposed to help, which I feel like it is. It just I might need a higher dose maybe. So my body pain, it's all muscular. So like I'll get really tense and my muscles will like get really tense and tight. And then what it does though, it looks like it's chiropractic because it will like raise my rib or like my shoulder, like my right shoulder a lot of times is elevated, and it's all muscles. It's all like my traps, and it's like so it sucks. So yeah. But I've been really lucky too, because I know that a lot of times, I know that there's been a lot of people that have struggled. This camera keeps going out. There's been people that have struggled like with, fibromyalgia, trying to get like doctors to listen to them and help them. I've been really lucky where all of mine are like, no, like this is valid. Like they diagnosed me with it and are like, this is what you have and it sucks. And, these are all the different things we recommend. And you can try this, and this. And so I've had a lot of people that are very cool. What's that, Brandy? What's the sound lounge? It's 17 in Denver. We're at 11 right now. 11. Sorry that I messed up the stream. I guess I need to pay more attention when I'm setting it up, that I clicked and it wouldn't let me change it. It said mobile and I was like, okay, can I just edit the setting? And no, it wouldn't let me do it. It's so weird. I'm still trying to navigate. I used to I'm really good at Facebook and like YouTube and Instagram. I'm trying to navigate them and kind of learn their technology. Oh, that's cool. That'd be awesome. That would be really cool. Thanks. Yeah. That'd be super cool. Did I tell everybody? I don't remember if I shared this, but and let me know if you have any questions too, Randy, in the chat, and I'll answer them. I got approved for my business license. I think I might have announced this last week. I got approved for my business license to do Reiki in Lawrence. And in Lawrence, so usually in hi. Peace and blessings to you as well. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. I got approved, and so in Lawrence, like, it's not just enough to have your Reiki certifications. Like, usually you can just have your 3 certifications and you can do Reiki, right? In Lawrence, they had an issue, I guess, with, like, a trafficking issue, which is terrible, and it was before I moved here, and it was with the massage. So they lumped all, like, these body services together, and you have to get a bodywork license in order to just do Reiki and even crystal healing, anything, and I went to that, and you have to have, like, it's like 5 hours of anatomy. No, yeah. No, 5 hours of business ethics, like 5 hours of anatomy, 50 hours of, like, working with somebody, like a mentor and all this stuff. And I was like, "That's all the stuff you do in massage school, y'all. And Reiki, you just kinda take your classes and you get your certifications, you get attuned, and you go and you do your thing." So I didn't know, and you're not supposed to practice in my town unless you have this business license. You could get in trouble for it. So I did it the right way. I talked to somebody and I sent them, yeah, your love life sounds great. I will do that. So I talked to them and they were really nice. And she's like, I know Reiki's different. Yes, thank you, Brandy. Yeah, and thank you for sending that too. Yeah, so I had to get all this like documents together. And Brandy, she's my Reiki, she's the one that taught me Reiki level 2. And I had to get like emails from my Reiki instructors just to like even though I had certificates. So they're like, no, we just need all this proof. So I had to like forward them all this proof, and then like I had to list like references, and I sent them all like all my coursework that I did, even like other classes like my tarot business school, just to show that I took like business classes and stuff, like, and they approved me. The girl was really nice. She's like, I know it's different. I know. And I'm like, I don't touch people. Like, nobody's naked. You keep your clothes on. And even when I do the crystal energy, I'll probably be like, here, I need you to put your crystal here. Cause I'm like awkward about touching people. I'm going to feel, cause I don't want to like put the crystal on their sacrum. That's a very kind of interesting place. Like, I'm gonna be like, so I'm going to have you put this on your sacrum for you. I can probably, I don't mind putting on the third eye, but yeah, that kind of thing. So when I start doing that, so funny. So, but yeah, I got it yesterday. So, okay. So deconscious 83, reading about where your love life is going. Let's look at this. Love life is going. Oh, okay. This is great. Have you recently met somebody, or because there's growth? I'm going to pull another one. There's a lot of growth with whoever, or I feel like you've kind of planted some seeds before, and there's some growth going there. Bye, Bree. You stay warm too. I'll see you next week. I'm going to show you in a second. But I feel like there's growth, there's potential and growth. So I'm not sure if you met somebody yet or not. Okay, so if there might be somebody coming from your past, or somebody that you already know, or maybe you're already in a relationship now. Oh, you just broke up? Okay. Is there somebody though that might be from your past, or maybe somebody that there was like kind of an interest, but maybe the timing was off? Because I feel like you've planted seeds in the past. Like, you've planted seeds. I think that you and your ex, this was your spirit team stepping in, because sometimes when we're with people that aren't meant for us, and like I know in the past when I've been with people that have not been for my highest good, and I just didn't want to see it, spirit will step in and be like, no, this needs to end. And they'll like break us up, or they'll have that person break up with you, that has happened to me. It's happened to other people I know, because your spirit team wants you to be with, like, people that are going to be good to you. And I feel like this was orchestrated. Like, this is your guardian angels being like, no, this isn't the right fit. But there's been some like seeds planted with somebody else. I feel that, whether it's somebody from the past where the timing wasn't right, or it's somebody that you might have just been like a friend with, or somebody that might just be a friend of a friend. But I feel like there's some kind of connection that's going to grow. There's like a lot of growth, and a lot of like, I feel like you're growing. Like, the seeds have been planted and things are growing. And I really strongly feel, I want to ask your guardian angels, are you okay with angels? I like to always ask, because some people are like, no. I work at a witch shop, so I always like to be very you guys were best friends. Is there anybody I mean, obviously you're gonna need some time to heal, like it's obviously we always like need time to heal, but so just to give you an example, my husband and I, we met and we went on a date and I rejected a second date, but he was nice. So we became like friendly. We were like Facebook friends for like 2.5 years. We dated other people in between. We both had like these not great relationships and we both got dumped like the same week, right? And we started kind of chatting and just kind of like getting each other through it. Like I was really hurt, but the person wasn't very nice to me. And we just started talking. And then we just found that we were like always talking and always together and always hanging out. And we just started dating. And so what happened was like when we went out before, we had planted those seeds, like kind of, we're just kind of friendly and like didn't cutting things off. And it ended up, hi healing hearts. And it ended up where we ended up together very shortly after our breakup. So that's why I feel like there's something similar coming your way. I feel like there's somebody that there's been some seeds planted before, whether it could be a friend of a friend that's kind of had their eye on you and like, oh, waiting for you to be single. I mean that, so, but obviously, I'm sorry, you're going through a breakup. Breakups suck. Take your time to heal and heal your heart and take care of you now. But I do feel like I feel like the seeds have been planted and I feel like your angels have orchestrated this so they could get you with the right person, if that makes sense. Because look at the map. Like they're looking at the map, the seeds of it's been tilled. And am I saying that right? I'm not a farm person. Things are good. They've been tilled and planted. And he's just plotting and he's waiting for like the divine timing. And that's all about your guardian angels, like looking out for you. Okay, let's see. I'm going to ask your guardian angels too. I just want to get another. It's like, what do you need to know about this? What do you need to know about this? Oh, just type in a question, healing hearts. Just a question in the chat. Well, welcome. Thank you for coming. Just type in a question you have. So, deconscious. I almost feel like I don't want to like say mean things about your ex at all, but I almost feel like you were like not like you. Okay, do you find that like sometimes when we start like raising our vibration and like we're doing things like have you been doing like spiritual stuff lately where you're whether working on yourself or doing things to like help raise your vibration? Because sometimes when we start doing that and we have a partner that's not, they just can't keep up with it and they end up just naturally falling away. Nice. Okay, so you're doing like you're in tune with spirit, and I feel like you were kind of getting to a point where like so this is the Queen of Air, and this is what I'm just asking from your guardian angels, and the Queen of Air is just like she's she's brilliant, she's independent, she's strong, she knows what she wants, and I do feel like you might be a little guarded with your heart after this, and that's rightfully so. But at the end of the day, the Queen of Air is always going to be okay. And I do feel like there is someone else coming a little bit down the road. Like once you're kind of healed, you want it to come like when you're healed and you're ready for that person. But I almost feel like you were just kind of raising, like leveling up, and he wasn't able to keep up with you. He or she weren't able to keep up with you. Well, you said he, right? I always like to ask. Um, no, you didn't say. So, I always sometimes like when you're leveling up, they just can't keep up with us. So they just naturally fall away. And it's just spirit's way of kind of protecting you and just trying to get you. It's a she. Okay. So, yeah, I just feel like, and there's nothing, there's nothing to, I'm not trying to like trash her. I mean, we're all on our own journey, but I just feel like you were kind of like raising up and it's almost if they just can't keep up with us, and it's in order for you to be who you need to be, it just might need to be with someone else. But I do feel like there's like a lot of growth. There's a lot of growth and potential coming your way. And and I'm so sorry. Do you want me to see if I can get a time on that? Let's see if I can get a time. Sometimes I can, or at least get like a astro sign about the new person. I can sometimes get astro signs of, or like if it's going to be like a water sign. Let me see. When you just will be somebody else. Cards have been kind of thick lately. I'm going to do this. Okay. Let's see. Let's see when there's someone else coming. See if there's a confirmation of that. How are you feeling, deconscious in turn of just what things are going? Like, I know it's hard right now because I feel like right now, you're kind of in like I don't want to say like like a negative place, which rightfully so after yeah, okay. So after like a breakup, we're sad. Like we have to. So I feel like there's like just like a fear, almost like you're afraid that you're never gonna find anybody else kind of thing going on, which is not true. So once you shake that off, yeah, I like what Brandy just said. Yeah. I mean, we're all on our own journeys. It's still sad though. I mean, it still hurts when that happens. You know, I don't want to minimize your pain. Like I believe it happened for a reason and that your spirit team was trying to get you on the right path. But it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. It doesn't mean it doesn't still sting, you know? Okay. I'm just trying to see if I can get a time frame of when someone else will come. And remember, time frames aren't always set in stone. It definitely depends on like choices we make. And let's see what I can get. So there's gonna be, I feel like this person that's coming is an earth sign. I feel like there is somebody coming. I feel like their earth sign. I don't know why I'm getting Virgo. I'm getting Virgo. So I'm having trouble getting a time frame, but Queen of Earth, there is somebody like this really cool coming your way. And she's like very kind. She's knows what she wants out of life. She's she's independent, but she's also like, I feel like she's very successful too. And somebody that just like makes the world more beautiful. And I really like that. And there's just, but I'm feeling actually, no, I'm getting like Virgo or Capricorn. I'm not getting Taurus. I'm getting like a Virgo or Capricorn. But sometimes that can also be the time frame that you meet them too. Like it could be like you meet her like next Capricorn season or Virgo season too. But Virgo, Capricorn are the two things I'm getting. It's somebody with earth energy. But I'm so sorry. Hang in there. I know breakups are tough. Okay. Healing hearts. I'm here. What did you say? Erica, I'm Erica. Me and Aries and things. Okay. So healing heart. So you were dating somebody, or you were just, were you kind of like dating and then like it just kind of like it looks like they okay. Let me see what I can get. Let me pull a card around the whole situation first. Let me do like a card on the situation, see what I get on the situation, just to give me like a better read on it. And then we can look at the situation, and then I'll look at if they're gone. Because sometimes people do come back. You know, I've stranger things have happened. Sometimes people do come back. Sometimes people have to go and kind of do like grow and do some things to grow, and then they find each other again. Let's look. I just want to get like a read on the situation first. So So, well, the good news is this is like a fresh start for you. Did you feel like okay, so I know you were kind of talking to this person, but I almost feel that this is clearing the way for something better for you. I want to pull a couple more on it, but this is like the dreamer. So it's like it's opening the doors, it's things starting over again. It's past life. Sometimes it's opening into like a new life. Sometimes it could be like past life karma. But I do feel like there's just trusting the way things are unfolding because there's something better coming your way. Kind of similar to what I got last time, but this one I'm getting it's more of like a fresh start for you. But let's look at energy around the energy around things getting better with this person. Energy around things getting better with this person. Let's see. Let's look at the energy around things. Energy around letting go. Okay. I feel that I think you both have some work to do. So I'm trying to like sometimes I'm trying to like decipher like the Eight of Pentacles. This is like a hard worker, somebody that's a very, very hard worker. And but the hard work is leading to good things. And I think that there might be some work you both need to do on your ends, but I'm not getting like a final closing. Like I'm not getting like over. I feel like there might be you doing some things on your own and you're both growing. Let me see. I think, let's get this here for a second. Do you think, Healing Hearts, that this person wasn't really ready for a relationship? That's kind of what I'm wondering, if they just weren't ready. But not that they're like a bad person or like a jerk or anything. I just wonder if they just weren't ready and they still have some things they need to do. Okay. I feel like I don't think he's lying. Like I don't think that he's the kind of person that's like, oh, I don't want a relationship, but then you're gonna find him like dating somebody like 2 weeks later. I feel like this person has some things they want to accomplish. I don't know if this person is where they want to be, where they are career wise, and like stability wise. I feel like they have some goals they want to accomplish that they need to. I don't think they feel secure enough for a relationship yet. But let me see about the future down the road. While you are kind of on like this break, it's going to be good for both of you because this person has things they need to accomplish, first of all. And then this, like I said earlier, like this is like a fresh start for you, like a new beginning. And I asked about like letting go. And for letting go, I got the Hermit, which is it's like I feel like letting go is actually going to be good for you because it's going to give you a chance because like if we're holding like those energetic cords, it can like mess up you at being able to like bring someone new into your life. But like this is going to give you a time for like a lot of reflection, like a lot of healing, reflection, and getting quiet too and listening. I have the Hermit for my year card, like my 2026 card. And the Hermit is just, it's all about listening and seeing things from a higher perspective. Not all that, actually, that's the Hangman. Sorry. But the Hermit's all about like, it's all about just listening to yourself and like that inner, finding that inner trust, inner guidance. And I just think it's going to be really good for you. I feel like while you are while you are kind of split up, there's gonna be a lot of growth and, like, personal growth for you and professional probably growth for this person, and that you're gonna be it's like the light you're gonna have, like, this light about you that just radiates for other people, and it's gonna be really good growth, even though it hurts right now. Like, there's a lot of growth coming your way because your eventual outcome is the queen of fire. So once you kinda get through everything and you do some inner work and mm. Yeah, I hate when they do that too, or they're like, "Oh," and they're all in, and then they're like, "Wait, wait, wait." I think what happens is they get caught up, and then they're like, "Oh, shoot," like this person, and he coulda got scared with his own feelings too. Um, I don't think his I don't think he is where he wants to be career-wise, and I think there's some insecurities about I don't know if it's his career or, like, what his salary is. I think there's some things going on with that where he doesn't feel like he can, be, like, a secure partner, if that makes sense, and I think he has some, like, career ambitions that he wants to achieve before he can, um, really be, like, in a relationship, like, ready to, like, settle down kinda thing. But you're moving into the Queen of Wands, and she's like the Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands, Queen of Fire. And she's like this she can the Queen of Wands, like I love all the queens. The Queen of Wands, though, she is just she's there's nothing she can't do. People love the Queen of Wands. She's fire energy. She's all Leo. She's all I mean, she doesn't have to just be Leo, but like I like the Leo energy because of the fire. But Leo, they can also be a Sagittarius. They can also be what's the other fire sign? Aries. But the Leo or not the Leo, the Queen of Fire, she like makes her dreams come true. And also the cool thing about the Queen of Fire is that she sometimes she can get to a place where like she needs balance between like her personal life and her like, professional life, and but she knows that, and I feel like that's something I almost feel like when you were in this relationship, it was moving fast, like you said, and there was, like, you were kind of getting unbalanced, and now you have a time to kind of reset, recalibrate, and get your balance back, and, but I feel like things are gonna definitely, like, I it's by October, things are gonna be better for you, like, not that I'm saying it's gonna take that long for you to heal, but I feel like your healing process might be a little bit longer just because you had such deep feelings. But I feel like I'm seeing the opals, and to me, the opals are October. In October, 'cause that's the birthstone for October. In October, things are gonna be just getting better for you all around, but, trying to see if I'm getting anything else. I wanna ask one more. Trying to get, like, another I wanna ask what you're I wanna ask one more. Oh my god, that's rude. I don't see, that's not okay. That's not okay. I am sorry. If that is the kind of person that he is, then you don't want that. You want somebody that's gonna, like, call when they're gonna say they're gonna call, someone that's gonna talk to you, not, like, get scared and run away like a little kid. Like, that's not cool. That makes me angry. That makes me mad. Hi, Nate. Thanks for coming by. I have a reading with you next Friday. I'm excited. Readers have to get readings too. We do, because, I get in my own head all the time when it comes to myself. Oh, I had a jumper. Okay. I know you're hurting now, and I am so sorry, but you got this, healing hearts. You got this. You got the sun. There's so much, and you have the Queen of Fire and the sun and the dreamer. There's a lot of really good things coming your way. And I really feel like it's summer. Summer is going to be good for you, and October especially is going to be really good for you. But I'm so sorry that this is happening. That is not cool. But hang tight, okay? Because like you are gonna have a really great summer. Things are gonna pick up. I feel like there is new opportunities for dating on the way. And I'm sorry that this person did that to you. That's not cool. That's not cool. And I do feel like you might be like I think like you're gonna go through like a time of just kind of some inner reflection. And have you ever tried using your body as a pendulum? This might be a cool thing to do when you meet somebody to just make sure that like you just to make sure that like their intentions are pure or like just to kind of get a feeling of like what your higher self thinks about them. So I'll show you really quick. It's probably gonna be hard to see, but you stand up straight. So you stand up like really straight and you soften your knees and you put your hands to your heart and you just ask like, okay, like is this person like can I trust this person? And you're gonna feel yourself kind of go slightly forward. It's gonna be like right from your solar plexus, or you're gonna feel it in your back, and you're gonna feel it like you're gonna feel like a tiny tug forward or a tiny tug back. And that is your higher self kind of bypassing your brain and telling you the answer. So yes is forward, back is no, and trust where you go first because you're going to kind of start weeble out. Like you might start like going back and forth like once because getting your balance. Don't wear a smartwatch while you do it. That can interfere. And try to be like barefoot on the ground, like on your carpet or floor. Like if you wear shoes, like if they're really cushioned, you can kind of like get a little bit of like more of a sway and trust because that's your higher self. Just be it like because like our like if we don't trust something or before you kind of give your heart away to somebody, just find out if that's, oh, I slapped my glasses off. Find out like how safe that situation is and what your higher self thinks of that person, like your soul. It taps into that stuff and bypasses like the brain, which sometimes our brain can confuse us. It can make us overthink things or make us, I feel like I'm not explaining myself well, but hopefully that helps. But hang in there. I feel like the summer is going to be really good for you. And I feel like October too. Oh, man. You work with him. Okay, well, let's look at that. That's oh, yikes. I'm so sorry. That's tough. Is he going to move on and back up? I don't want to. Oh, yikes. That's tough. You have to see them every day. That's not fun. That is super not fun. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry you're going through this. Oh, healing hurts. But your heart is going to heal, I promise. You're going to get your groove back. You're going to get that light. I promise. Let's see. Situation around work with you all. Might need shields. What's that, Brandy? Yeah, that's kind of like so I can't muscle test because I resist it. I don't know, maybe it's because I have muscle issues, but that's the way I kind of do it is the body as a pendulum. That's like my version of it. But I resist muscle testing. My old mentor couldn't like get my arm down. So, all right, let's look healing hearts about like your work situation. Let's see. Oh man. Let's look at that. Well, it's the good news is I think it's gonna be tricky because you work together. But yeah, you're gonna have a really nice summer. I got the sun, and I really feel like October is gonna be good for you too. Um, it's gonna be tricky, but as long as you can kind of stay focused and, kind of, like, tune him out, the potential you're still gonna be able to work on your healing. You're still gonna be able to work on your healing. 6 of Swords, you're moving towards better things, leaving the water like, the rough waters behind you, go and, like I feel like you have some good friends there that are gonna look out for you. Do you have, like, a couple work friends, like 2 or 3 good work friends that are gonna kind of try to shield you maybe from him or just kind of keep you distracted and be like, "Hey, let's go out to lunch," or something like that. I just feel like there's a couple people at your workplace that are gonna be looking out for you and, and kinda pull you to the shore, pulling you to shore, you know what I mean? Like, because there is just as long as you can kind of not let him get to you, you there the healing is still gonna happen. So There's a star on the back of this, I just noticed too. There's a little star on the back of this card, and I go with what jumps out at me. So there's a star here, and I just feel like there's a lot of hope. There's a lot of hope here. I think he might actually just leave you alone. But I feel like you have some friends that are gonna be like that are gonna just like not take pity on you, but be like, yeah, that guy's a jerk. We got you. And just try to keep you distracted or just be really supportive and just be good listeners and just not, which is always nice when you have some people in your corner. But oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. But I still feel like there's healing and you're moving to the better shores. Anyone else have a question they want to ask? When I did my shuffling. My heart hurts for you though. I've been there. It's ugh. I've had people do that to me too. It's not fun. That's why when I met my husband, it was so different. He called when he said he was gonna call. He didn't play games. He was like, "I have feelings for you. I wanna date you. I wanna be with you." Like, it was never any me ever having to guess how he felt about me. So, it was just like night and day with, like, other people I dated in the past where I'm like, "What is this person like? Why didn't they call me? Why didn't they text me? Blah, blah, blah," kinda thing, and it was nice. But, another thing too for those here who, who are I forgot to mention for, oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I can look into that, what you need to know about your website revisions and your YouTube channel, let's look at that. But, so when you're trying to manifest a person in your life, so what you can do is you can do some, like, feng shui tips. I think I talked about this on my last one, but for those who weren't here, yeah, so healing hearts, you can try this. Like when you feel like you're ready for the next person to come in, you can have like 2 nightstands in your bedroom. One nightstand that's empty, that's waiting for that person. Put like a toothbrush in like your bathroom that's for that new person. Clear out a drawer for that person. Doing all these little things to bring that person in. I did a vision board and I had this vision board and I put how I wanted to feel in a relationship. I put pictures of couples just like holding hands and like hanging out together, wine tasting, watching TV, like just stuff that I wanted to do with a partner. I didn't focus on what I wanted them to look like. I focused how I wanted to feel in that relationship. I looked at that nightstand every night before I went to bed, or not nightstand. I looked at that that vision board every night before I went to bed and every morning when I woke up. And then I read the book Meeting Your Half Orange, which you can find probably on, it should be on Amazon, Meeting Your Half Orange, and that is about it's about all the different ways you can bring in that person. It's like you're living your life as if you know that person's coming, so that it's really good. It's a really good book, and it changes your kind of mindset. I read that, and I did a lot of the practices in there. So and that's a lot of the stuff she suggests in that book too, but so when you're ready and you're ready for the next person, those are things you can do to help bring them, usher them in. But I think this summer is going to be really fun for you. And I think by October, there's going to be a new person in the picture. So I might like it. Okay. Let's look at Brandy's website. What do you need to know about your website revisions? Are you in your head about what you want on there? Because I know like I've taken like classes on and they're like, oh, you should only have like 3 services. And then I start getting in my head about, or I'm struggling, like, what do I want to put on here for my intro? Like in your head about like the content of like what you want to say. I feel like you're in your head about it. Also, Brandy, you can put your YouTube channel or anytime, feel free to pop your YouTube channel in the chat too. Brandy also has a YouTube channel and she and I are going to do some live readings together. She's a great healer, really great at Reiki, great reader. She reads in person, online, all that stuff too. So feel free to pop it in the chat. Let's see your website. I feel like you're in your head, like you're just like, what should I put on here? What do I want to do? Have you found there's been like too many people telling you what you should and should not put on there? Like too many cooks in the kitchen kind of thing? Where it's just kind of like stressing you out a little bit. I know like that's how I get. Yeah, I get that. I get that too because it's like you don't want to put too much, but you don't want to put too little. I feel like there's been like too many people like blah 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 like you should do this or you should do that. Like too many cooks in the kitchen kind of thing. And Is there anybody that, like, that does a lot of the same things you do that you really respect in the industry? They might be someone whose website you wanna check out and just see, like, how they structure it or how they like, the different language they use. Um, have you tried work? And also too, are you working with, somebody on the website revisions? So I feel like there's somebody that can help you, that might be able to help you, whether it's brainstorming or helping you come out with, like, what you should put on each page and just giving you, like, an outline. And it might just be a friend too, it might just be somebody that you know that has, like, a cool website that's like, "Well, this is what I did," and just giving you some tips, but there's, like, a partnership that's gonna help. So that's what I got for the website, like, looking at other people, not letting, like, everybody make you second guess yourself, looking at some other people that you respect and just kind of just seeing what they do, and I'm in marketing, that's what we do. Good. Yeah, like, that's what we do in marketing, it's one of the biggest things they suggest to do is, like, looking at competitors and seeing what they do and how they word things and just getting an idea for, like, what's successful. Like, you're not gonna copy them, but it's just good to help you because that's like market research is really what it is. So, and I just feel like there might be somebody that can help you just, and I don't even think it's like you hiring a consultant. I think it's you just, like, bouncing ideas off somebody that you know that does, like, similar stuff to you or similar stuff that you do, and just kinda seeing how they do things. Let's look at your YouTube channel. I know, it's been hard to grow. Growing it is hard. Mine is slow but steady. I mean, if I could get everybody on my Facebook page to, like my channel or subscribe to my channel, I would have, like, over 1,000 people. I have a lot of Facebook people, but YouTube has been hard to break into. Let's look at the YouTube channel. I think starting doing some lives and starting, like, posting more content is gonna help you too, 'cause it's helped me. I've had people, like, find me from, like, and making sure that I have a friend that, is in marketing, and she's an SEO, and she really recommends making sure that all your descriptions are SEO optimized, and just even using ChatGPT, you can say, like, "ChatGPT, write me a YouTube description under whatever characters," and make sure you include, like, some SEO words and, optimize, like, a title so people can, if they're searching for these kinds of things, they can find me. And then I always go through it and kind of reword it because, like, some of their wording, I'm like, "What? What are you doing, ChatGPT?" And, but it's a good jumping point. And I started doing that for all of my things, and I actually had somebody find me because of my they were, like, just searching and I came up. So I got, like, a new person that way. So it is working. But let's look at your YouTube channel. But I think, like, doing more, like, posting more and getting out there more and doing stuff more was really gonna help you. And I actually had an idea for us to do one together. Let me look at your channel though first, see what I get. Are you kind of nervous to start kind of doing videos and content at all? I got this card again, and I feel like I don't know, did somebody, like, tell you that, like, I don't know, I feel like there's, like, just been, like, a negative bug in your ear. When it could be yourself too, like, it could be your ego, but I feel like there's something, like, in your ear making you feel like, almost, like, nervous to just kind of bite the bullet and start doing things live and stuff, you know what I mean? Um, let's look too. It's like stealing your peace. Yeah, okay, yeah, I get that. It's hard to put yourself out there too. I get nervous still too, like, I'm fumbling a little bit, I got really nervous, somebody I just really respected popped out, and I was like, "Oh my god," I'm, like, super nervous, like, fangirling. So, like, I get nervous too, I feel that. I just make myself do it. It's like I have to force myself, but, so finding ways to kinda calm that. Maybe try some tapping around that. That would probably be really good. Try to find a script, and you can even insert your own script too. Let's look at like, okay, if you can overcome some of this, if you can overcome some of this stuff, overcome some of it. So there's, yeah, it's like mind over matter. I think if you can overcome some of this, you get the Queen of Swords. You know the Queen of Swords, you know her. She's so brilliant. She's so funny. She's like got it together. And I think the once you kind of shake off some of these, like some of that like negative self-talk, you're gonna go on and do a nice job and see that, okay, you know what? I do have it in me to do this. Because everybody respects the Queen of Swords, you know what I mean? Everyone respects the Queen of Swords. And there's a lot of growth coming. So I think you got to put in, like, obviously you got to do some inner work and just do some healing around that. And there's a lot of growth coming from your way from it too. Once you kind of get the ball rolling. I love it. I love that. It's a great outcome. Ace of Pentacles. Come on, that's a great outcome. You can actually, I can see you actually even making like some monetary off of this too. So, but I had an idea too that I have to for like I've seen people do like really cool like lives together where people can ask for like a reading or a healing. And I do a lot of distance Reiki. So that could be a thing, like we could do like readings and healings or something, or readings and Reiki or something, and like send us a question or ask for like a healing, and we can like tag team them. I thought that'd be kind of fun. I've seen some other people do that, and people seem to really like it because they can get like a reading or get like if they're struggling. But I've had a lot of nice feedback on me doing distance healing for people, so which is cool, which is very validating, you know. So, okay, I have an appointment at 11. I have a client coming at 11. I'm super excited. My kid's babysitter's coming to get a reading. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool. Would your friend want to come on too? Too? Like, does she have a channel? That could be really fun. Um, yeah. Yeah, I started doing that too, just if people want it. While I was waiting for my business license, I would just kinda, if they wanted some Reiki, I would send it to them, like, across the table, but I didn't, like, go and, like, have them lay in, like a bed. Oh, speaking of which, I have to buy a bed now. Yikes. So, buy my own bed so I can do it there. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard to put yourself out there. Sometimes I'm making all these videos and I second guess it, and like I said, as soon as someone I really respected, like, came on the channel and said hi, I started, like, fumbling my cards, so we all do. I was like, "Oh, no." And I felt like I was stumbling all over my words. So, but I feel you on that. It's tough. Oh, that's so cool. That is so interesting. So, Nate that just jumped on to say hi, he's a reader in Portugal. That's who, I get readings with, and he lives out that way. That's so cool. I wonder if they know each other. 'Cause it is kind of a small world. That's pretty cool. Um, yeah, early in the day actually works better for me. Like, not after I drop my kids off at school, like 9 my time is usually pretty solid for me. Usually, it depends on the week. I have something like every day. It's as long as I book ahead of time. So, okay, so I have to go let my doggy out. So, do you have any final questions before I jump off? But I see like growth there. It's just there's just some inner stuff you have to do. But maybe if you start off doing it, you know, with some friends, and then you kind of get your feet, like then you start to feel better about it, then you can start going on your own too. And like I mean, I had this is the most people I've had today. Um Most people I've had, I think I had what, 4 people on here? That's the most I've had, which is awesome. I love it. I love it so much. So, but thanks for coming, and yeah, just hang in there. Just I would try some tapping. I like tapping. I need to do it more often. I think that's a sign for me too. So, okay, I'm gonna do a collective reading really quick because I feel like things have just been ugh. Yikes. I do wanna see. God, I hope so. Okay. Okay. It makes me feel better. So I've seen a lot of, it's like a mixed bag, like, I follow, like, a lot of readers on YouTube, and I've seen a few, like, a handful that say, like, there's not gonna be justice for all, like, these awful things happening, and then I've seen several that are like, "No, there's gonna be justice, don't worry." And I'm so close to the situation, like, I'm just so angry about everything, I'm really struggling trying to, and I don't like when people say there's not gonna be justice. I'm like, "No, there needs to be justice, like, this is out of control." And I just asked them, like, "What is the energy around justice? Justice for all these, like, atrocities that are happening and all these people that are getting hurt and just all the awfulness." And I feel better because I got the 7 of Earth, and that means the seeds have been planted. I The seeds have been planted for that. It's just having patience. We have to have patience. The next 7 months, I think in the next 7 months, we're gonna start finally seeing, which that's a lot. It feels so long. I just feel like this whole year, I feel like 2020, I feel like January's felt like 3 months, right? But, like, the seeds have been planted. I feel like there's things going, like, on behind the scenes that we don't quite know. There's some chess pieces being moved behind the scenes that I feel like that people have to be quiet about so it doesn't alert anybody, and that there's seeds being planted for this justice. It makes me feel so better. Hi. Hi, Michelle. Um, I was about to jump off, but if you have a question, put it in the chat and I'll answer it before I go. Um Awesome. Yes, I wanted to watch it. I need to check him out. Everyone's been talking about that. He's great. That guy's awesome. He's a hero. Yeah, Michelle, if you have a question, pop it in the chat and I'll answer it before I sign off. I have a few more minutes. But so this is telling me, I do like feel like in like the next 7 months is when I feel like we're gonna finally start seeing it in the next 7 months. But I think the plan, it's already been planning. Like but it's like, and it's telling us that there's been efforts, there's a need for patience as in, like, just unnecessary worry, which ugh, which is easier said than done, okay? Like, but I like that. I feel like they're gonna hit a wall eventually, and that just makes me feel better. That makes me feel a lot better because I was like, anytime I hear someone was like, "No justice," I'm like, "No. No, you need to redo that." So, guidance, please. Sounds good. I will do that for you. Guidance. But I'm glad I got that. That was relief. Okay, guidance for Michelle. Guidance for Michelle. Guidance for Michelle. Guidance for Michelle. Ooh. So there's some kind of new opportunity coming your way. I love that too. So there's something new coming your way, and it's telling you to to take a chance, but also make sure that it's something that you're passionate about. Like, 'cause you wanna be bold, you wanna be courageous. So I what are you currently looking for a new job or thinking of, like, switching to something that, like, more aligns with what you wanna do in life? Because there is something really good coming your way, but it's also a matter of you kind of having to, like, you have to kinda meet, spirit or meet the opportunity where it is and take a chance. So it might mean you applying for something. It might mean you finding a recruiter that does, job placements for what you wanna do. Oh, okay, okay, it's not taking off yet. Okay. So I wonder if there's you might need to let's see. Let me pull one more. I feel like I'm trying to get the right wording. I feel like you might need to, like, reach out to somebody or it's like you have to take a step, and I'm not sure what that step is. Some kind of step, and it could be, let me see this. Oh, I love that. That's a jumper. Nice. I like that. So, I mean, it is gonna start coming. It's gonna like during a fire sign, which I think our next fire sign is Aries. So, yeah, yeah, networking would be good. I just feel like you have to take some kind of step to kind of get things in motion more too, to kind of get things like the ball rolling a little bit. And I feel like if you can do that by Aries season, things are gonna really start moving and you're gonna start getting clients because you're a counselor, so you'd be looking for clients. You're gonna start getting more clients your way because they're gonna really like your light. They're gonna like your energy. It's like putting yourself out there. Maybe it's even promoting yourself or having or finding out if the place like where you are, if they promote each other. Like sometimes if you join like a new place, they'll put out an email like, we want to welcome so and so to our team. It might be a matter of just like asking about that or asking about getting yourself on the website or asking about what you need to do to like bring like if you need to bring clients to you if they're going to assign them to you just getting doing some kind of action step and like just meeting the universe halfway so but it is a good opportunity. It's a really good opportunity for you. You just have to kind of take a little step to kind of get the ball rolling a little bit. If that hopefully that makes sense. But people are gonna once they kind of get to know you and see you in action, you're gonna be very well received. Like, they're gonna really like your energy and like your light and just, be like be fla like, fe like, people are gonna the people that need you are gonna find their way to you. So, it's just a matter of kind of getting the spark to starting the fires, starting the flame kinda thing. So, I hope that's helpful. Okay, I wanna thank everybody for coming. I have to go let my doggy out and get ready for my 11 o'clock appointment. So, thank you all for coming, and I'm trying to schedule one for next week. I'm just trying to find a day and time to do it. So, stay tuned, and sorry that I did it wrong and my other thing didn't load. I gotta figure that out. I gotta manage this YouTube thing, so but thank you, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.